Hey, Coach G here, Mind, Body, Soul Shift, your life, health, and wellness coach. This week, I'm kicking off week 4 of the 6-week challenge. Hey, we're almost at the finish line, guys. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. This week, we're going to talk about physical activity, exercise. This is a subject that nobody wants to talk about because nobody wants to exercise. But you need to learn how important it is to get physical activity in on a daily basis. So I'm going to share some information with you that is going to be vital for you to start the physical activity in your life. You've got to get it in, people. You got to get it in. So let me just go back over the 5 pillars to better health. The first week we covered mindset and habits. They go together, and I hope that you guys was able to start looking at your mindset and working on your habits. The second week, we talked about your eating habits, and I sent out a food list. I hope that you guys were able to get the food list. And I know that there's so much stuff on the list, but I'm almost willing to guarantee you that everybody eats at least 90% of everything that's on that list. So this week, we're talking about the physical activity. Next week, we have sleeping habits. And the week after that, we have our water intake. So we got 2 more weeks left. And this is very, very important that you understand the physical activity. So today I'm going to be talking about physical activity and how important it is. This is a very important pillar because it helps you to improve your health and wellness. So let's jump right in. So I want to talk about the benefits of physical activity. There is an immediate benefit to physical activity. Regular exercise and physical activity is one of the most important things that you can do to improve your health. Being physically active can improve your brain health. It helps you manage your weight. It reduces the risk of diseases like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high A1C, diabetes, and obesity. It also strengthens your bones and muscles, and it also helps you to improve just being able to do regular daily activities. That's why physical activity is so important. So let's talk about the weight management. To maintain a good weight, if you could work your way up to 150 minutes a week of moderate exercise, just moderate. And when I say moderate, it could be, let's say you like to dance. Okay, so put on some music in your house and dance for 30 minutes. Seriously, just dance. If you like yard work, and I know that the weather is a little bit cooler now, but hey, get out and do you some yard work, go swimming, exercise, aerobic, Zumba is another good one. Plus, that's a lot of fun. But if you can increase your physical activity to 150 minutes a week, that's like 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. So here's a real simple way to start with some physical activity. Walk outside your door and walk 15 minutes in one direction and then 15 minutes back. You just walk 30 minutes. That's easy peasy. Everybody can do that. Anybody can do that. That would be a good place to start because it reduces your risk of cardiovascular diseases, strokes. Did you all know that heart attacks and stroke is the leading cause of death in America? It's the leading cause of death in America. So if you can get at least 150 minutes in of moderate exercise, I'm not asking you to do like I do. Yes, I go to the gym and I'm there for anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm not saying you got to do that. What I'm saying is do something moderate. 15 minutes in one direction, 15 minutes back. Do that 5 days a week. You'll see a difference in your health. It will lower your risk of those diseases. We put ourselves in a position that we are at risk for the high blood pressure, the high cholesterol, the high A1C by not doing any type of physical activity. So you can reduce the risk of those diseases. with regular activity. Lower your A1C, you can better manage your diabetes, you improve your cholesterol, you can lower your weight. I know I walked off 117 pounds. I used to weigh 237 pounds. Now I'm at 125, 130. But I walked it off. You can walk off weight. Yes, it will take time, but if you're consistent, you can do it. It helps you to, let's look at the type 2 diabetes and your metabolic syndrome. Regular exercise activity, physical activity can reduce your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. It can. Your metabolic syndrome is the combination of too much fat around your waist. Usually when you see people that have a large waistline, 9 times out of 10, they are either borderline diabetic or they are diabetic. That's why physical activity is good for you. Plus, again, it helps you to lower your blood pressure and your cholesterol, your blood sugar. So hopefully you can start to see the benefits of exercise, of the physical activity. Now, I don't know if you like physical activity, if that sounds better than exercise, or if just exercise. But either way, however you say it, it doesn't matter. You just need to get it in. So what I'm recommending is at least 150 minutes of physical activity per week, 5 days. That's it. Additionally, the amount of physical activity seems to lower your risk of those diseases. And if there's any way that you can lower your risk so that you don't have to be on medication, like the high blood pressure medication, the high cholesterol, the diabetes medication, you've been on high blood pressure medication for 10 years and you still have high blood pressure. Now, that's not going to, doing nothing is not going to get you off the medication. You want to get off the medication, you got to get moving. Some other benefits is for physical activity is it can also help you to lower the risk of developing several cancers. And adults who participate in the great amount of activity reduces the risk of developing cancers such as bladder cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer, kidneys, lungs, stomach. Physical activity will do that. It also strengthens your bones and muscles because as you age, it's important to protect your bones, your joints, and your muscles. I know a lot of people that, I'm 65, a lot of people my age and maybe a little bit younger suffer with arthritis. Physical activity will help to reduce the pain that you are suffering from arthritis. It will help you, period. It helps you. It helps keep your bones, your muscles healthy to ensure that you're able to do daily activities. So if you wake up in the morning and you're stiff, this physical activity will help you to ensure that you will be able to do your daily activities with less pain. That's the good thing about physical activity. It improves your ability to do just regular things, like even just climbing a flight of stairs. Improve your ability to just do things like, what if you have grandchildren and you want to play with them? Because of the shape that I'm in, I have an opportunity to, my oldest grandson and I, we would always wrestle. We just love to kind of like, get in the floor and just tussle with each other. Believe me, if I was not in shape, I could not do that because everyday activity, just including climbing a flight of stairs or going grocery shopping, and like I said, playing with your grandchildren, you will be able to do those things. And that is called everyday activities is called functional limitations. Functional. You want to be able to be functional. You want to be functional to the point where you don't have to deal with a lot of pain. Physical activity for middle-aged and older adults we lower our risk with physical activity and allow us to be functional without the pain. So I would encourage you to get in some physical activity. It also increases your chances of living longer. Yep, it does. Physical activity, exercise, increases your chance of living longer. So take more steps a day so that you can lower the risk of premature death. There's no need of any of us dying prematurely when there's something that we can do. We all can do something. And I don't care if it's just walking. You don't have to go get a gym membership. I'm not telling you to go do that. But for adults, for young adults, if you can get in between 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, you will definitely see an improvement in your health. For adults that's older, you can do anywhere between 6,000 to 8,000 steps per day. You will definitely see an improvement in your health. Physical activity help you to manage chronic health conditions and disabilities. I'm telling you, it does. I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, acid reflux, high A1C, diabetes. I had all of that. And now I have none of it because I started with the physical activity. Yes, I had to manage what I eat, and we talked about that last week. This week, you need to understand that you get to manage the chronic health conditions that you have and the disabilities that you have with some physical, regular, keyword here, regular, 5 days a week. And I know that you can do that. It's not like I'm asking you to put in 3 or 4 hours a day. I'm just saying regular physical activity, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. It can help you manage the existing chronic diseases and conditions and disabilities that you have. For example, regular physical activity can reduce pain. It will improve the function of what you do on a daily basis. It also helps you with your mood. Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes going to the gym for me is therapy because it affects my mood. I feel totally different when I don't exercise versus when I do exercise. So that's why I'm encouraging you to go and work out. Even if you have arthritis, a little bit of physical activity will help you to manage that pain. It helps control your blood sugar levels. It lowers your risk of heart disease, and it helps you with your any type of diabetes, type 2 diabetes. It also helps with that as well. That's why physical activity is so important. It just helps you to feel better. It helps you become more independent, especially for people that have disabilities. So here is the challenge. The challenge is I want you to walk 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week for the next 30 days. Because here's the thing, once you develop the habit of walking 30 minutes a day and you start to see the results, not only will you feel better, but you're going to look better, your clothes are going to fit better, you're going to just, your mindset is going to be different, your mood swings are going to be different, going to help you to sleep better, your eating habits are going to change. I mean, there's just so many benefits to it. So the challenge is for the next week, for the next 30 days, starting today, I want you to walk 5 days a week for 30 minutes. Again, walk 15 minutes in one direction and 15 minutes back, and you just walk 30 minutes. That is so easy, easy peasy. So I am going to challenge you for the next 30 days to develop the habit of walking for at least 30 minutes. And then After you hit that 30-day mark, I want you to take it up to 45 minutes a day, 5 days a week. What I want you to do is I want you to continue to improve and increase your walking, because I'm telling you, this will help you. When I tell you I walked off, never set foot in a gym, never went to a gym. I walked off 117 pounds. Yes, it took time, but it's been 10 years and the weight has not come back. You know why? Because I have been intentionally consistent with my physical activity on a daily basis. So if you have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, challenge yourself to walk anywhere between 6,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Challenge yourself to do that and watch how your health will start to improve. Not just your health, but your water intake is going to improve. Your sleeping habits is going to improve. Your eating habits is going to improve. You're going to have clarity of mind. I'm telling you, physical activity has so many benefits. I want you to take this part of the challenge very serious. So the next 30 days, I need you to get in between 6,000 to 10,000 steps a day. I know you can do it. This is Coach G, Mind, Body, Soul Shift, your life, health, and wellness coach. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. This is Coach G. I'm out.